We are talking Prop 13. If you live in California and you are a homeowner, this is an important number that you may be familiar with. I'm going to give you a little bit of a history and then we'll dive into what is happening with Prop 13. Prop 13 was established in June of 1973. It was a way to help homeowners secure their current property taxes at the time of purchasing the property until they no longer own the property. Some of the other important things that Prop 13 allowed was it would only allow you to have an increase of your property taxes on 1 to 2% annually versus having your property reassessed every year. Prop 13 allowed homeowners to keep their property taxes so they could live in their home and have an affordable property tax as long as it was their primary residence. The other thing that Prop 13 allowed was to transfer your property to a loved one upon you passing away so they could also take the benefit of that property tax basis. And another important factor of Prop 13, it allowed you to sell your property once if you were 55 years or older and either downsize or buy another home and keep your property taxes for the duration of you living in that property. A few years ago, Prop 19 was introduced. It was introduced as a measure to look at Prop 13 and give you some flexibility, but it also took away some of the benefits of Prop 13. Prop 19 allowed you now to transfer your property 3 times, up to 3 times if you were 55 years or older, keeping your same tax basis. As long as you bought for the same value or less of what you sold, you got to keep your tax basis on your property, but it also took away the ability to transfer your property tax basis to your loved ones upon you passing away. So why are we talking about this? We are now finding that homeowners who have passed on their property to their loved ones can no longer keep that original tax basis unless they make it their primary residence. And if it's not your primary residence and you don't move into it within the first year, you have to give up that original property taxes. And this is causing some ramification for some folks that are inheriting properties. The biggest case is property taxes for someone that maybe was $2,000 a year have gone up to $12,000, $15,000 and higher. Now with the average price in San Diego being $1 million, you don't need to own a mansion to have your taxes reassessed to $12,000 right off the bat. And what this is creating is that someone that was planning to inherit that home and maybe keep it as a second home or as a rental property can no longer do that because they cannot afford the property taxes, causing a big decision for some homeowners. Now, others argue that this is the right thing to do because it's not fair for people that are inheriting a property not paying the proper evaluation of today's value in terms of property for property taxes. So there's 2 sides currently that are currently looking at this situation. Some think it's not a great idea, others think it's a great idea. What are your thoughts on this topic? Are you on team Prop 19 that we should continue to move forward with it, and if you inherit a home and you don't make it your primary residence, that it should reassess to today's value? Or are you on Prop 13 where you feel like if your loved one and bought this home, paid their taxes for a number of years, and now want to pass on that legacy real estate and you are able to keep that tax basis and afford it? What are your thoughts? Now, I did see that there is a petition going around that they want to repeal Prop 19 and revert it back to how it used to be. Let us know your thoughts in the comments on how you think we should move forward in California with either Prop 13 or Prop 19.